What's up, boy? Boss boy, week 5 predictions. That's right, it's your commissioner, Trevor, back here again, coming from you live in the studio, aka my house, with our week 5 predictions. Now, these games are in no order, just going down the list, and since I'm logged in, my game's first up, but I'm going to save that game for a little later. So, first game up. Now, normally I write down and stuff and do all this, but this time I'm going to go straight ad lib, free verse. First game, we got Beantown Beaner versus Lucky 12. CBS has it 194. Now, currently, Lucky 12 has the second ranked schedule difficulty. That could be a big reason why he's 1-3. Beantown Bean, he's 3-1, although he's got the fourth hardest schedule. So that means Beantown Bean must have a pretty solid team. Now, Freddie gets the coaching advantage right here. He's ranked 7th. Madison's 11th. And we're just going to go down the list now. Freddie's starting Drew Brees against Philly. And you got Rivers going up against Pittsburgh. I like Rivers right there, I just think he's going to do a little bit better, playing against Pittsburgh. Now, it's at Pittsburgh. Or no, San Diego's home, my bad. So, San Diego should do good. Now, looking at the other positions, I'm going to have to lean on, Freddie. I'm pretty sure he's going to get the win. Now, the one wild factor is going to be Rob Gronkowski. How's he going to do for, Madison's team? Because he could be, he could go off and you never know. But I like Freddie's team more all around, so I'm going to have to go with Freddie on that one. I'm going to say 120-98. Freddie gets the win. Now, next up is Bolts versus Team D's. Bolts is 2-2. Team D's is 1-3. Bolts currently has a better coaching rank, and they have the number 1 schedule difficulty. That's pretty crazy right there. Now, Team D's, though, I can see why they're projected to get more. They got Aaron Rodgers, one of the best in the game to do it. Now, Steve, though, he got Eddie Lacy. So who's going to score more this week? Is it going to be Rodgers with the air or Eddie Lacy through the ground game? Now, going down the list, Team D's, they still got Roddy White in. I don't like that right there. He ain't been getting targets. He ain't been getting catches. Both teams have a great tight end matchup. You got Martellus Bennett going up against Antonio Gates. Gates' first game back. Let's see how he does. So I think this game is going to come down to whether or not Matthew Stafford can score against that Cardinals defense. And I'm just not liking Stafford this year. Going to have to go with a win for Team D's, bringing them to both teams to 2-3. I'm going to say 98-89, Team D's gets the win. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go down, I'm going to project all the games, then I'll go back and say, oh, that's the blowout, that's, game of the week, underdog, all that. Now, the next game up is Winter Miller versus the Wet Bandits. Now, Winter Miller is projected 97, Wet Bandits are projected 78. Pops has got, one of the easiest schedules in the league. He's got the 11th schedule. It's pretty easy, There's only 12 teams. Now, Pops has Matt Ryan. He's got Thomas Rawls. I'm not liking that. The Wet Bandits, they got Andy Dalton, but he's going up against Seattle. So I'm going to have to give Pops the advantage to quarterback there. Now, Wet Bandit, though, they probably have one of the best running backs in the game, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going up against San Diego. He should get tons of points, But where Pops comes back is he's got Odell Beckham. He's also got Hankerson, who's become that number 2 receiver there in Atlanta behind Julio. Julio's got a little bit of a nursing injury, but he'll play. But Hank should see some catches. Golden Tate for the Wet Bandits, he's going up against Arizona. That's a good defense there, too. Now, Pops also has Jimmy Graham, and you know, I know he's not the same as he was in New Orleans, but he's still at least top five. So, I'm gonna have to go with Pops on the win here. I'm gonna say 105 to 80. That's right. Pops gets the win, 105 to 80, brings him to 4-1, drops the Wet Bandits to 1-4. Now, next game up is D&D Destroyers versus Wild Panthers. Now, Sully's got a really hard schedule. He's tied for fourth, but he's got the last ranked coaching rating. So you got to step that up, buddy. You got to play some better players, make some right decisions. You stepped up big last week. You got that first win, buddy. Now, Doug, you were winning, and then you lost, man. I saw that you lost last week. Now you do have Tyrod Taylor though. That's one heck of a quarterback. I'm liking that right there. So I'm gonna give the edge to Tyrod Taylor. He didn't do too good last week. I think he's gonna bounce back and have a great week against Tennessee. That's a weak defense. Now, both these teams starting number one running back is Chris Johnson and Danny Woodhead. Now Johnson's been lighting it up, but I don't know how he's gonna do against a good Detroit front seven when Danny Woodhead's playing Pittsburgh. So you never know. And plus Melvin Gordon's there to get some carries as well. Now going down the board, both of these players have okay receivers. Tight ends aren't, going to surprise anybody. Now, Sully does have Amir Abdullah, though. And that's big. If he breaks out like he did, on some of them rookie carries he had, and shows that speed and elusiveness, I think he could get it done. So because of that, I'm gonna have to go with the Wild Panthers getting the win here. It's gonna be low scoring though. I see it 80 to 78. Wild Panthers win, but Panthers stay on another winning roll. Next game up is our D-Mill versus Benson Boy. Now this is D-Mill's projected 87, Benson Boy's projected 95 on CBS. These are our number one, number two coaches right here. They're ranked number one, number two. And they both have a fairly easy schedule, 10-9. I don't like either quarterbacks in this game, Sam Bradford and Alex Smith. I don't like it. Now, D-Mill is getting back Arian Foster, who should see a heavy load on Thursday, try to get the Texans a win. Matt Forte is going up against Kansas City. That's going to be tough right there. Kansas City has good defense. Now, Dalton does take a hit, though, because Antonio Brown still has Mike Vick throwing him the ball. Whereas, Benson Boy's got Randall Cobb, who's got, Rodgers, AR-12, you know what I'm saying? Both of their number two receivers, they're pretty even. You got Jordan Matthews, Terrence Williams. Either one could go off. Terrence Williams that number one right now since Dez is out, and Jordan Matthews is the number one over there in Philly. So now, as far as tight ends go, I'm gonna have to take Riley on that one. Tyler Eifert, he's just a better athlete than Owen Daniels. Now, Owen Daniels does play for Denver, and he's on fire back-to-back weeks with a touchdown. If that streak continues, then Dalton could easily win that position battle. So you never know as far as that goes. Now, the flex position, Justin Forsett for Riley. He had a big game last week. He's going up against Cleveland. That's a heated division rival. So it's going to be a tough-nosed football game. I don't know if Justin Forsett's big enough to handle that. He's a small dude. I think Lorenz Tolofulu, or whatever their second running back is, the bigger guy, I think he's going to steal some carries. Same goes with Dalton. He's got Giovanni Bernard. They got Jeremy Hill there, the bigger back, better back. So that's a toss-up. That could easily decide this game. Now, going down to defense, Riley's got Jaguars. And I'm sorry. Who would ever play the Jaguars defense? I'm going to have to definitely take Arizona right there. So, yeah. Now, I skipped my game first off against Count Compton. So I'm going to go back to that game. But Orange Crush, 96. Count Compton, 95. Now, Count Compton is 4-0. Okay? He's got the number 4 coach rating. I got the number 5 coach rating. I got the 6th ranked schedule. Cal Compton's got the easiest schedule. No wonder that boy's undefeated. All right. Now, he's got the number 2 passing rank with Tom Brady. But we all know I don't like Tom Brady. So I don't see him, breaking any records this week. I think he'll have a good game. It's not going to be nothing to brag about. I think New England gets their running game going against Dallas. They're going to control the clock. They're not scared about Dallas's offense with Tony Romo not being in. So I think the quarterbacks are going to be evenly, this game because I got Carson Palmer who's going against Detroit who's got a good defense. So you never know. That one's kind of tied right there. Now going down, I have AP on a bye week, so I'm starting TJ Yeldon against Tampa Bay. He's starting Carlos Hyde against the Giants. Both running backs don't, come off the board at you. They're just doing their thing. Now, where I get an advantage is I got Julio Jones playing against Washington. He's got A.J. Green, who's a great receiver, but he's going to have Sherman on him all day. So I'll take that matchup. Next up, I got DeAndre Hopkins going against the Colts. And he's got James Jones going against the St. Louis Rams. Now, that could make or break this game. If James Jones, does what he's been doing in Green Bay, catching touchdowns, then you never know. Nick probably could have that game. But if Hopkins does what he's been consistently doing, getting touchdowns, getting about 100 yards, I'm looking pretty good going in this game. Now, Nick definitely has the advantage tight end. He's got Travis Kelce, top 5 in the league, going against Chicago defense that's just terrible. So, I got Charles Clay. Tight ends have been hurting me. I picked up Heath Miller, but then, of course, Big Ben went out. Now, in the flex, got Devontae Freeman versus Ronnie Hillman. Devontae's been doing his thing. He's just 6 touchdowns in 2 weeks. Now, Ronnie did have a big run last week, so hopefully he can get another one of those, but I'm going to have to give the edge to Devontae Freeman. Now, kickers. He's got Buffalo's kicker at Tennessee. I don't see that game. Buffalo should be able to score touchdowns. Whereas I got Steven Hauser going against Cincinnati. Those are 2 good teams playing each other. They're going to try to get any points they can. Now, where this game, I think, is decided is in the defenses. The Texans' defense has been mediocre all year. That's who I have. But they're playing Thursday night at home against Indianapolis without Andrew Luck. He's got the Patriots playing at Dallas. Definitely a team that doesn't have Tony Romo, but a team that, has playmakers. Brandon Weeden has come in and shown that he can score 20, 21 points a game. I don't see Hasselbeck doing anywhere near 20 points. So I'm going to have to take, Texans on that one. Now, with that being said, I think Julio and Texans D, along with DeAndre Hopkins, gets me the win. That's right. I beat Nick, and this is our game of the week. So, Orange Crush versus Count Compton's game of the week. I see it going down 99-96. That's right. It's going to be close, but it's the game of the week because of the 2 players matching up. Now, our blowout is going to be Winter Miller versus the Wet Bandits. Winter Miller is about to run the score up on the Wet Bandits, man. I'm sorry, Henry, but that's just how it is. Now, our upset of the week. Definitely going to have to go probably... Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know who the upset's going to be. That's a tough one to pick. So, how about this? Everybody, when you watch the video, if I chose your team to lose, tell me why you should be the upset of the week and why you're going to win. And Nick, this doesn't count to you. So, Nick, your vote doesn't count, buddy. But this is it for Week 5 prediction, guys. This video is a little longer, but that's because I went through live, didn't write nothing down, didn't have it scheduled. And I talked more about, the coach ratings and stuff like that. So, tell me if y'all liked it. Tell me if y'all didn't. Tell me what should be added, what y'all want to see, change. And next week, I'm looking for a special guest. So if anybody wants to, hop into videos with me, I normally record them Wednesday night. Let me know. But for now, signing off, Commissioner T. Sizzle. Let's go, baby. About to get this win.
Just know I mean it.